Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and my name is Tamara of Tamara Fashion Style. And if this is your first time here, please subscribe to my channel. Please share my channel so that others can benefit from it as well, just as how you benefiting. And please hit the notification bell so you won't miss any video from me when I upload. So in this video, we're gonna discuss pattern weight and the type of weight that I use when I cutting out my design. So they have many different type of pattern weight, and if you want to see the type of pattern weight that I use, please stay tuned and let's get started right into it. Now as you see, I have some pattern weight right here on this table. Now this is the type of weight that I use. Now I'm going to move these to a side, and you have different type of weight which I'm going to discuss right now, and I'm going to rest this to the side. Now I have some weight here. I have a lot in these weight here. Right now I have the 2-inch, and I also have the 1-inch weight. Right, so let's discuss more about this weight. Now this is ordinary washers that I have here. This is ordinary washers that I use. Now this is like the washers what is they maybe when you go to bolt up like a project, you know, you drill a hole, you put a bolt through it, and then you put the washer so that it could lock properly, so it won't bust through the paper or the wood or whatever they're using. So this would help stabilize the nut, right? So you call these washer, right? So this you have this type, which is the 2-inch, right? This is the 2-inch washer. And then you have this type, which is the smaller version, which is the 1-inch washer. So I use these washer here. This is the main washer that I use when I am cutting out lightweight fabric. I would use these washer here. Now I have so many in these washer. As you can see, it's 2 different size I have in those washer. So I have a lot in these washers. So this is all my washer that I have here that I use. And what I do, I store them into this container. Right, so I would take them and I would store them into this container here. I would store them like that. I would store them into this container. So this is how my washer would be stored. So anytime I want one, I could just pick it up and I would able to place it onto my fabric like this. So let's say I'm cutting out something, right, and I have the pattern on the fabric to cut out. I would just place this. Let's say this is let's say I have this pattern here. Let's say I have this jacket pattern here onto this fabric here, right here. So I would place my washers on to my fabric, my pattern like this, just like that. So my fabric, my pattern won't move, it won't shift, right, just like that. And what I would do, I would cut out, okay, I would cut out my my fabric, cut out the fabric around, so this would stabilize the fabric from moving and the pattern from shifting around. So this is one way you can go and you can purchase. So this you have the 2-inch and you have the 1-inch, right? So what you can do, you can go and you can look for this pattern right here, and you place pattern weight, and you can take that down. You can put it down as well, okay? So you can do that. So this is one way you can hold down your fabric, right? This is one way I hold down my fabric with the pattern weight. So this is what I do here. So the next version of the pattern weight, what I use this type of pattern weight. Now you may see I using these inside my inside when I cutting out my fabric. You may see I rest this down. You might wondering what is this pattern which you have here. Now I have a number of that, right? Now these I make up these pattern weight myself. I make them up myself. I'm gonna tell you how I make them up. Now I have a couple of these. I have 2, 4, 6, and I have 1, 7, which is this one here, which I will show you the inside just now. So what I would do, this is the more heavier type of fabric. right? This is the more heavier type that I have here. Now you may wonder, well, where do I uplift this, or where can I purchase this type of pattern with? Because this is the more heavier version for when you have lightweight fabric, or when you're cutting out a really thick fabric. You can use these to cut out your fabric, right? So let me show you how I use this, and then I will explain how to get this. Sometimes you have to learn to develop things for yourself, right? So I have my piece of fabric here, which I will spread out here. Okay, I will spread out. I have my pattern here, which I will place here. And you guys can see the pattern lifting up. So I will take this, I can lay it down this way, I can lay it down this way as well. Alright, I'm laying this down here, lay down there, and I have that there. I don't have to put much there. If I want, I could just put a next one there, and I cut my pattern out. Right, so this is one way you can use this pattern, or you can put it, you don't even obliged to put all this. You can just place one pattern right there. You can place one there, remove this, and you place one here, right? And you get your pattern cut out. Now, this is pattern that I developed myself. I'm going to show you how I did that. So let me just remove this, and let me show you how I make this pattern with. Now, this is a pattern right here, right? Now, this pattern right, this is empty card, right? Now, this is empty card that comes in this paper roll here, right? Now, this is a paper roll I have here, right? This is a paper roll that I have here, right? And you see it have a hole right here. Now, this card come out of this paper hole right here, right? Out of this paper hole. You see that, and it locking back right into that that paper hole, because it come into that paper hole there, right? So this is a cork for the paper with it. This for keep the sturdiness or the roll of paper that you get. So I get this roll of paper. I got about 6 rolls in this paper here, and all have, as you can see, the hole right here. These are corks for this hole here. So I place this in here so it can keep the paper sturdy, right? So the two ends comes with the two cork, all right? The two ends came with the two cork of this paper roll here. Okay, this is the two ends. So what I did, I take out the cork from the paper. See if I can get this one out. So what I did, I take out this cork here. See, take out this one here, and then I take out the other one as well. Right? I will take out the other one, so you can see it does hold pretty tight, right? So maybe you will have to get something to take that out. All right? It does hold tight. This to keep the paper sturdy from the paper not sinking in. Okay? This to keep the paper sturdy from not sinking in. So I'm going to take this out. So you guys can see I get that out of this paper roll here. So I'm going to put this paper roll aside, and I'm going to explain to you more. So yes, the cork was an empty cork. So what I did, I take it, and my husband was mixing cement. So while they was doing the project with the cement, I go down and I take some cement. They had it mixed. The cement was mixed with sand, stone, and yes. So my husband was doing a project home here. So they had some cement, some sand, and some fine stone mixed together. So I go down and I take some and I fold this cork with it. So I fold the cork them with it, and then I come up and I cut out some of these round paper to cover it. So now I get a round piece of paper, and I turn this down on it, and I dry it out and cut this here. Let me just show you what I did. So I get a piece of paper like this, right? This is this piece of white paper. I'm going to use this here because I don't want a nasty this pink with this marker. So I turn this down like that, and I just draw them out like this. Draw them out. So you see, I just draw them out like this. Draw them out like this. And I draw as much as I could get from one paper. The paper that I'm using is a 8.5 by 11. So I draw them out like that. And these are the circle that I have here. And what I did, I get a scissors and I cut all of them out. So what I did, I get a scissors and I cut them out like that. I cut them out. Cut them out like this, and then I take it and I place it here. I place this like this. Take like that. And that's how I end up with the cover. So all these circles I will cut out and end up like this. But I purchased this cardboard, right? This poster board that I have here that I want to use to cut out that. Now this poster board have 50 sheets inside, right? So it's a harder board. So I'm going to glue it to my. I'm gonna loose out this poster board here. So yes, this is a stiffer paper than this one here. So I'm gonna use this paper poster board here. This is 11.5. This is 8.5 by 11, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna draw out these here, and I'm gonna cut out this poster board to make some covering, so it could be hard. It would be more sturdy. I'm gonna draw out some here, because this is the poster board I'm using. So I have 7 of that. So I'll try to see how much I could get from this. I think I'll get about 6 from this. And then I will cut this out, and then I will come back. So as you guys can see, I cut these out. So I will take this and I will place these here. Now what I will do, how to place these here, I'm going to glue this down right at the edge here. I'm going to show you how I'm going to glue that down. So after I cut out all these here, now I have to glue this on like this onto this. You see how I glue this on? So I'll show you how I glue this on. So this is just a temporary thin plate for it, so that the cement won't drop out on your fabric when you cut in. So this could be very neat and nice. So what I did, I get my glue gun and I get one of this and I glue this on like this. Get my glue gun and I glue this on like that. This is just something temporary till when I figure out what to do with this. Okay, and then I get one of this and I would cover it like that. Let me put that down there and I would cover it like this. Alright, this is just a temporary thin plate for it till when I get something proper. I would cover it down like this. So it hold on. This is my thin plate. So this here won't come off. See that? So it hold on pretty tight. Alright. I'm gonna do a next one. Take your glue gun. Do it like that. Pass it around twice. And you get one of this, lay it down flat, and you just put this down on it like that. Put it down very flat on it. Lay this down flat on it. I think I will have to put a next one with this one because this one cut, this kind of cut a little sharp. So I will just take this off, and you can see it removable. Alright, this removable. So I want this to cut a little larger because this one look a little bigger. So I have to cut this one a little bigger. So I will just place this right here, and I can go ahead and I can cut this out like this. Can cut that out. So if it happened to you and it's a little bigger, the all mightn't be the same, you just cut that out. Just repeat the same thing. That one look a little bigger. So let's see. And I'm gonna redo this. Redo that. And I'm gonna stick it. Alright, take that down there. Make sure it's okay. So you go right in and you can stick this down. Alright, you're gonna do the same. Make sure this is the size before. So we're gonna glue this. Okay, and I will show you a next easy way. You can glue this down. Okay, you have all your pattern weight here. Let's continue gluing this. Let's see if this is for this. Some of them gonna be a little shorter. Just go ahead and glue this. Press down on it. So we're gonna glue the last one. I'm gonna glue this last one. Now this paper fit in here, so I will leave this paper in here. I won't take it out. So we're gonna glue the last one. I'm gonna put this down here. That is the last one. And this is what your pattern weight look like. So this how I make my pattern weight. So I would have all my weights right here. Now if I find some a little bigger than some, I would just hold it like this. Alright. If I find the paper cut a little wider, all I have to do is turn it down like this, and I just trim off the excess that is on the rim. Just trim it off till I get the size I need, so it won't get in the way of this. So you see, just trim it to suit. So I'm gonna do all like this. So if you, when you're done, you find it a little big, wide out, just trim it off. That's all. Trim it with a paper scissors so it won't cut the plastic and get it out of shape. Trim that. I'm just trimming off the extra paper so it can get a neat cover. Alright, so after I done trim this off, now here is your pattern weight. So I have 7 pattern weight here. Alright, so this is what my pattern weight look like, and that's what I'll be using onto my fabric. Alright, so nothing won't be coming out from this. So this would be my pattern weight. So that's how I make my my pattern weight to lay onto my fabric. So if you like this idea, how this pattern how I made the pattern weight, please give this video a thumbs up Please subscribe to my channel. Please share my channel so that others can learn and benefit from it as well as you do. So I'll see you in my next video, and please remember to subscribe. So bye bye and enjoy your day. Look out for my next video soon.